Hello and welcome to another anime lore and theory video. I'm Shergog, your host, and today we are going to take a closer look at Renna and whether or not the princess could be considered to be evil. But before we're going to take a closer look at any of this, let me quickly thank my Patreons for supporting this channel and say my thanks to all users of the YouTube thanks function for making one-time donations. And with that said, let's start. Princess Renna has committed a whole series of, let's call them, just to be YouTube friendly, misdeeds. Among other things, she ensured that the children in an orphanage that she had founded would never suffer from hunger ever again after she had cooked for them because she added a secret ingredient to their meal. She also succeeded her old and sick father in a classic Arthas manner, and she also became the mastermind behind the most effective military campaign in the Kingdom of Rhystis, which even Demiurge and Albedo only had to correct here and there. She also wholeheartedly, and I guess in the end whole-bodily, took care of an orphan, and did not let social prejudices sway her away from true love. Or in short, she betrayed and eliminated her entire family, sacrificed almost the entire Kingdom of Rhystis just to nail Climb like an IKEA shelf without assembly instructions. Now the question arises, is Renna truly evil because of all of this? And perhaps you're wondering if the person talking here is still right in his mind. And yes, you're right, her actions are evil. But here's the one thing I wanted to point out. Renna did not commit all of these deeds because she enjoys seeing others suffer or because she has problems with her kingdom being happy. She did it out of pure selfishness. Okay, it still doesn't sound fantastic that she sacrificed millions for selfish reasons, but Renna was never inherently destined to do all of that, because Renna is not inherently evil. She does not take pleasure in causing harm to others or seeing them suffer. Instead, she embodies what cultured people would call a yandere. Anything standing between her and her true love is simply removed by her. Renna in that sense is not evil but simply determined. Essentially, she not only talks and sings like a Disney princess, but she is kind of one. Just an immoral one, that is still fighting for true love against all odds. Or to put it in more simple terms, nothing Renna has done, except probably all of the things she did with Climb, were in the end unavoidable. Princess Renna knows what she wants in life, and if Renna could have achieved her goal without bloodshed, grand political intrigues, and a pact with an undead overlord, there would probably be many more people alive in the Kingdom of Rhystis today. And it is also this kind of pragmatism that has drawn in Albedo and Demiurge. And Renna has also been referred to as a heteromorph in spirit by Albedo, because Renna did not care about what others or their society thought of her. She knew what she wanted, and she went for it. And this unscrupulous initiative, this amoral approach to getting what you want by Renna, is at least initially something very neutral. If Renna had married Climb, for example, to strengthen the bond between the royal house and the common people of the kingdom, after let's say a hypothetical civil war between Zenek and Barbaro had ended, then the Great War against Rhystis probably would never have happened, and millions of people would still live. And Renna would have, in this scenario, quickly sought an alliance with Ainz Ooal Gown, likely just a few days after the news spread that the Balrog Empire had submitted to the Sorcerer Kingdom, or even before. In any case, she would have offered the kingdom as a vassal state to avoid the potential wrath of Ainz Ooal Gown, and taking a more proactive role, instead of just waiting what the undead overlord with the immense power next to your very own realm might be potentially up to. And considering Renner's enormous talent in statescraft, which is more or less on the level of Albedo and Demiurge, Rhys Tice would have been not only an increasingly valuable trade partner, simply because the kingdom had excellent geography and rich natural resources, but also because Renner would have pursued a wise economic policy to build upon that foundation, instead of just letting it rot and taking it for granted, like so many others in the kingdom of Rhys Tice actually did. And we know this because in Volume 5, when Renner talked with the Blue Roses over the 8 fingers, we learned that she considered reforming the crop rotation pattern to increase the agricultural yield. And Renner would undoubtedly have explored and promoted other aspects of the economy, if she had had the right incentives. The problem with Renner was that no good offer was made to her. As mentioned in another video, she was not interested in money, social status, or political power, but rather in climb. To a rather unhealthy degree, but nonetheless, this inability to use this incentive of climb brought Rhys Tice to its downfall. Renner is simply unscrupulous. She is neutral in this sense. As long as she can get what she wants, aka climb, she's more like a tool to be wielded by whoever is able to give her climb. And she would always have taken the path of least resistance to get what she wanted. Unfortunately, on this very path, a kingdom still stood in her way, since everybody else refused her an easier path. So in conclusion, had Renner the moral obligation to not betray her family and homeland for more than just one joyride on climb? Absolutely. But her betrayal was not inevitable. If King Ramposa had not been so passive and had actively granted Renner political power, made her useful for Rhys Tice, and given his blessing for a marriage with Climb in return, she could have found perhaps even a great solution for the inheritance dispute with Zenek and Barbro. And in this case, Renner would not have gone down in the history as a betrayer of her homeland, but as its savior, as a true golden princess. But now she's just going down on Climb instead. And with that said, let me know your thoughts and ideas about whether or not Renner is truly evil and inherently evil or not, down in the comment section. And while you type, let me quickly say thank you very much for watching, and special thanks to Ada Daddy Ada, ASK, Bad Guy Yee, Bad Burrito 316, Bisa, Ben C, Brandon D, Chrissy, Crowley 0221, Sia, Crystal Prime, Dead Slime, Death is Mercy, Deathless Dragonlord, Demon Xenomorph 1987, Devin Downen, Ding Dong, Dragonlord Placido Saxophone, Duckwagon, Dunkler Krieger, Dystopia, Dystopia II, Enigmatic Unicorn, Feralchivan, Guy with That Head, Hector Marino, Hoss, Hoster, Jacob G, Jana B, Jason, J. Morris, Chromius, Kyle R, Lee K. Long, Legendarius, Lelouch Britannia with a Mustache, Lexus Fox, Lord Nishikian Rai, Lord Touch Me, Loverazor, Merovec, Mr. Shoes, Mr. Tweaker, Michael R, Michael Y, Nope, Oh Hell No, Normal Toad, O'Kill, Overlord General Gasper, Paddy Pentum, Personage, Primus 11, Rhinomere, Q&A Caracos P, Shergox's Daddy, Shadow Lightning Wolf, Shrine Keeper, Sir Axolotl, Super Tier Magic Batista Bomb, Supreme Cheese, Staris, Ted, Texas Deer, The Orc Warboss, Rock Ed Smasher, T.E. Wang, Vashorkai, Vegito27, Venture Fanatic, Wilhelm, Xenukai, and Zonagon. Thanks guys. Anyway, have a nice day, and I hope to see you all again soon under my next video.